Hello and welcome. My name is Fia, and today we have something a bit different. First of all, yes, I know I've been gone for 2 months, and don't expect any uploads after this one either. Anyway, I'm playing on my secondary, third, 15th account, um, trying to get diamond with Orcust. So I'm playing Orcust, Rocket. I tried a bit of PK in there, and let's just say this is the version I like the most. If Mr. Chaos Ruler doesn't permanently remove my orchestrated babble. But what can I do about that anyway? So we are playing Orcust. This is Orcust versus Eldlich, and I wanted to make an in-depth replay review of what is happening for all those people who come from Silchi's video about those replays. I give them this in-depth replay explanation why you do what in Orcust. And without further ado, let's go. So we are going first. We're starting with orchestrated return, draw 2, get max seed. We don't care. We're just gonna accept it, hope we don't get OTK'd, and pass turn. Draw into Nightmare and Greffer, which is insane actually, if we didn't get max seed. He starts off with Prosperity for 3, Sanguine, Skill Drain, Soul Drain. If he added that Soul Drain, I would have been so fucking mad. Sets 3 and passes. So now we gotta out Skill Drain. Do we have any main deck outs? No, I don't run any main deck outs. Do we have anything grave? No? Then let's see what's out in the extra deck. Axis Code can out it. And that's it. So we are trying to get 2 Axis Code as soon as possible. Discard for Graph a special summon. Chain Maxi on the Scarlet Sanguine. Get that sweet little draw. And we drew the best draw. Graph discards, forcing the skill drain out. Now we have Nightmare and Skeleton in the grave, so we can easily go into Access Code here. Goes match, we don't care, we are playing a full dark deck besides Fairy Tail Snow, which doesn't come up a lot because we are most of the time just dark locked from either Rocket Engine or Orcust Engine. So we just tried to get 4 materials on board. We had the Grave for Special Summon, Normal Summon Rocket. What do we do? We activated Nightmare, banished the Nightmare, target Grave sent the Harp Horror. Then we banished the Legacy Wand to target the Orcust Nightmare to special summon it, and then we used the Skeleton to summon the Harp. And now we have 4 materials, go into Access Code, Talker, and yeah. That's how we out the skill drain. Now let's hope we don't run into a second one. Now we have Harp Horror, Summon Gearsu, Gearsu effect, dump a Skeleton, pass turn. I'm unsure why I can't activate the effect, but it's probably because I can't summon a token on his side of the field because of the Eldlich and goes match locking him into light. I guess that's why I can't use it. I assume. Because that was my plan, get the tokens, make Link Rebo, summon Galatea, overlay into Dingirsu, somewhere in between, target the World Legacy Wand and grab the trap card, the Crescendo. But that didn't happen, so we end on Magnite Girsu Pass. So our opponent is gonna X-Draft for 6, for some reason he rather extras than Prosperities turn 1 unless that was top decked. I'm getting Discord notifications while recording. Yay, let's go. We go Skeleton, summon the Girsu back to get another dump into the grave. This time the Crescendo. Crescendo banishes to add back to our hand the Harp Horror from the banish pile. And now for the best draw in the game. We normal summon Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight dump the Bass Bombard. Summon the Harp with the Bombard. Graveyard effect, summon Galatea, hope he chains his thingy, hope he doesn't pop the field spell. Which is very, very nice that he didn't, because if that field spell gets popped, I lose. Pops the Galatea, we have Le Snack. Snack discard, Snack summons. We have Nightmare. We dump a World Wand, I think, yeah. Activate World Wand, target the banished machine. This time the skeleton, link off into IP Masquerader. Then we activate Skeleton to summon the Galatea. Galatea we can overlay into Dingirsu, but first we activate the Harp to get the Nightmare. Here we overlay into Dingirsu, the Evening Star, the best card in the game. Attach the Harp. Make the Longirsu to shuffle a lot of resources back into the deck, because this is gonna be a long game. We're gonna need it. And then we make Verte, summon DPE and pass turn, because I don't want to give him the what's it called, the Sanguine from the Conquistador. We activate the Nightmare, target Verte, send the Skeleton. He activates Eldlich, summons his Eldlich. I don't really care. As long as I don't die. Oh, Lava Golem. Unfortunate. Here he got Master Dueled. He didn't redeclare this attack for some reason. We summon back the Longest to reshuffle 2 more Garnets back into our deck. Activate Harp, summon another Skeleton. We top deck a pretty decent top deck. He activates Hercaro, and for some reason he banished my Galatea. I don't see why you ever would banish Galatea over, like... He could have banished the Celestial, the Dingirsu in case I'd only play one. And that's his best banished targets in my grave currently. Lava Golem burn, we don't care. Celestial, draw 2. Draw into Ash Blossom. Summon the second Dingirsu. Dingirsu, attach the Harp Horror. We link 3 into Nightmare Unicorn so we can get rid of the World Legacy Wand. Shuffle back the Hakero because we don't want to give him the Scarlet Sanguine again. If we just shuffle the Eldlich back and destroy the other 2, the Eldlich would just come back from deck, so we don't care. We activated Harp to get into the Nightmare on the field. And then we activated World Legacy Wand to target the Galatea, to special summon the Galatea, and then we activate Galatea to return that World Wand back to the deck. Because I only play one World Wand, so that one World Wand is very important, so I need to recycle it. Dump another Nightmare. Nightmare effect to give 800 attack boost, so we can beat over the Eldlich. This time we destroy the Conquistador and push 4 damage. And hope he doesn't draw an out. Also shoutouts to my 10 IQ trying to find a generic link 2 that is dark. I had the option between, I think the card is called Barricade Blocker and Beat Cop. I decided Beat Cop because Beat Cop has this little line of text where if you use 2 dark monsters, you can tribute 1 monster and then target a face-up card on the field. Place 1 patrol counter on it. If you don't know what patrol counters do, if a card with a patrol counter would be destroyed by battle or card effect, remove 1 patrol counter from it instead. So what we're gonna do here is activate the Beat Cop and give our Babel a patrol counter because it's the most important card in our deck. He sets Elixir of White Destiny. I don't really care. I didn't even realize it was a White Destiny until he activated it. He activates the Castelldent. We activate the Galatea. And we chain the Nightmare to dump, I believe, a skeleton right here. We should dump a skeleton, yeah. Shuffle back the other Nightmare. Now he activates the Castelldent on field effect. We're gonna Ash Blossom that because I don't like where this is going. He's gonna activate the Eldlich Engrave, send the golden Castelldent, special summon his golden boy, and then the Cursed Eldent triggers, and I will activate my skeleton to summon the Girsu. Girsu is gonna send non-target sending a card here, and I'm gonna send the Eldlich because even if he resummons it with Elixir or Sanguine, then he can't beat too hard into my face. But at this point the game is probably over for him because Girsu can just beat over it. And if he gets a second Eldlich on board, I might have a problem, but we drew Ash Blossom. Also, if you look at the extra deck, we have literally nothing to summon anymore without our rockets and a level 4. In theory, I can make either of those by summoning the Girsu in a zone with 2 or more cards in it, and then somehow the Harp on the field with the World Wand effect, but that would have taken some setup and I don't have that time. I need to win now. And I drew the Ash Blossom, so we're gonna win. If you want me to do a really in-depth guide on what Orcust does and how all the cards work, I would provide it, but the deck is... it's been tier 1 during TOS, I think. And everyone who played in TOS format knows what the deck does, what the cards do. And I can't wait for Dear Note Punk to come out, so we can just consistently make Chaos Ruler. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm gonna show the deck list real quick. Oh, by the way, this account name is check this out because I was planning on playing Mech Knights. And then this happened. So we are running 1 Bomber, 2 Maxi, 2 Ash. I would cut 1 Maxi and put 3 Ash in. Or maybe cut 1 Maxi and put a Crossout in, but I don't really have the space. I have space for 4 hand traps and 2 called by. And nothing else. So we have 6 spaces for hand traps, basically. This deck is just full gas. 2 Skeleton to summon an Orcust name from the grave by banishing itself. 2 Jackalope, 2 Tsuchinoko, 1 Armageddon Knight, 1 Greffer, our rotor targets. 1 snow in case we mill it off of the Chaos Ruler. Happened to me once. I milled more Babbles and Crescendos than I milled Snows. Celestial Dasher for DPE. The rocket engine is 1 Magna, 2 Tracer, 1 Recharger, 3 Quick Launch, and the Boot Sector Launch. Basically, you summon the rocket Tracer with the Quick Launch, link into Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon searches Boot Sector. Striker Dragon effect, pop itself, target Tracer, add back Tracer to the hand. Activate boot sectors. Boot sector effect to special a rocket. Rocket summon Tracer, target boot sector, summon either of those two. And then make Chaos Ruler if you're a greedy fuck, or Borrowload Savage Dragon if you want to be considerate, or maybe if you have follow-up plays. If you don't have follow-up plays, you always gotta go for this, by the way. 1 Harp. I'm happy we have Harp. 1 Gearsu because we don't get more. 2 Nessie. 2 Nightmare. Nightmare targets targets a monster on the field, either yours or your opponent's monster. Banish itself, and then you can send 1 monster, 1 Orcust monster, 1 Dark monster. Dark Machine monster from the deck to the grave, except itself, and boosted by its level. Doesn't come up much. Normally you send the World Legacy Wand. Wand banish itself to target, I believe, Dark Machine. 1 banished Orcust monster and special summons it. Then we have 1 Foolish for the Harp because it's our combo starter. Rota for the 2 Dark Warriors, 1 Orchestrated Return, 2 Fusion Destiny, 1 Babel to make our Orcust monsters quick effects, 2 Called by, 1 Crescendo as an Omni-Negate. If I hard draw that card, I will consider going to Galatea instead of, or rather, use a skeleton to resummon the Galatea if I have enough extenders. So I can have the Crescendo and the Babylon field. But 99% of the time you don't have either of them, and then Galatea just grabs the Babel because it's in a vacuum just a bit better. Then the extra deck, we have TPE and the Verte, Borrowload and Chaos Ruler for the Rocket Engine, 2 Dingirso. I was playing 1 and I don't regret adding a second one. Link Karibo, so we can link off that Bombard or the Girsu tokens. 1 Striker Dragon for the Rocket Engine, 1 Hulk sometimes maybe comes up, summoning an Ash Blossom, going into Unicorn or Access Code or something. I consider cutting this card even. 1 Galatea, 1 Beat Cop, because Barricade, I think its name is. Yeah. Because I don't like Barricade Blocker. And I can make Beat Cop out of 2 of the same monster. While this is 2 different monsters. So that's why I'm playing Beat Cop, and also because I like the card more. 1 IP, 1 Verte, 1 Unicorn, 1 Longirsu. You can play maybe 2. I don't recommend it. Rather play 2 Dingirsu than Longirsu. And the Access Code Talker for outing skill drains, basically. That's everything it does, and sometimes it closes games. But 99% of the time I out skill drains with it because I want to play. And that's it for the deck and the replay rundown. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.